What an amazing trip through the canyon. We finished up with that. Our friend Honey Badger picked us up on South Rim. She's right back there. And we drove around then to the North Rim, getting settled to finish off the rest of the trail. We're up on the section between the North Rim and the Utah border. We've got about a not quite 15-mile section to do today. And that Sherpa babe of mine, once we got back over to the camper, he came down with a fever, not feeling good. Sherpa is getting rested up. I think it was really a push, actually, to get through the canyon. And we had started it so early in the morning, and I think we were up like 20 hours that day, just getting out of the canyon and getting back around. So anyway, as my mom said, all's well that ends well. So Honey Badger has joined me, and we are making a push for the Utah border, which is the northern terminus of the trail. So off we go, and it is beautiful. It's cloudy this morning, but yeah, just beautiful, beautiful forest. So we'll check in later. Oh, man, it's so beautiful in here. I just love it. Well, good morning from the camper. There's my Sherpa babe. Well, we are at Jacob Lake, and I am ready to take off for the last 2 days of the trip. Seems weird. And this will be done. So Honey Badger, you met her the other day. She's actually joining me for the end of the trip. So that'll be fun. Actually, she is wrapping up. She's been a section hiker on the trail, and so it's kind of fun for us to finish up together. We met through the channel, so that's cool. What do you think?
I think that it's about that time to take you out to the trail and get you walking. I'm glad to be done, just like I was last year. I mean, you don't remember me being glad to be done last year? I was glad to be done. Yeah, it's tiring walking that long.
Yep.
But it's been a wonderful spring. Just so much time out in the woods. We really have used the old Taj Mahal here quite a lot.
Yes,
we really have used it a lot.
Yep, it's good. So, yeah, see you on the trail. Get some views of this last part. Well, here we go. The last leg. Who would have ever thought? I think back to those first days hiking down to the border and Canella Hills, my big victory at Wrightson Mountain. I tell you what, lots of water under the bridge since then. You know what? I think the whole trail is 788 miles. I won't have covered the whole thing, but to walk nearly 800 miles is it's a crazy journey, actually. It is a crazy journey, but yeah. I think it'd be good for people to take a long walk if you want to. Gives you lots of time. It does give you lots of time. So, starting at Jacob Lake, I've got about 27 miles to Utah border. We're gonna divide it up in a couple days. One of the challenges, we're late. We're clear at the end of May now, and water is getting kind of scarce. Yesterday, Sherpa Babe and I actually drove out here and stashed us some water so that we didn't have quite as long a carry and as much. But we'll, headed into my last night on trail, last camp out in Mom's honor and memory. I have not brought my tent. I am planning a cowboy camp out. First one of the trip. I haven't cowboy camped, and it just seemed appropriate. My mom forever, I never remember her ever hardly sleeping in the tent when I was young. She was a dedicated cowboy camper. She loved just sleeping out. She said tents were claustrophobic. I remember one time we used to have these little canvas teepee tents that were, I don't know, they couldn't have been much more than 6 by 6 or 8 by 8 square. I remember one time being on a pack trip and it just started pouring rain. And us girls, 3 of us girls, were in the little tent. And here goes Mom and Dad. They're gonna have to sleep in the tent with us there. And it was just pouring rain. And I remember Mom being so claustrophobic. She's like, we've got to open the door and I've got to have my head by the door. Actually, I think we kind of inherited those tents when the kids were little for a while, and you guys will see videos of like we had painted one up like a teepee and the kids had it for like a little playhouse kind of thing, camping out place. Yeah. So anyway, here we go. We're going to do these last two days, one night out. Mom would be so proud and so excited that I got to do the Arizona Trail. And you know what? I am so proud and excited that I got to do the trail. Yeah, what an accomplishment. Get to walk across the Grand Canyon. Man, this thing's, yeah. At the first of the year, I would have never dreamed that this is what I would have accomplished by May. This is pretty darn exciting. We just got our first glimpse of Utah. These 2 people, they have walked from Mexico almost to Utah. Oh man, it is warming up. The flowers are beautiful. It's really nice. You know what's funny is seagull lilies were one of Mom's favorite flowers, and I have seen more seagull lilies in the last mile than probably the whole rest of the trail combined. It's really pretty, very nice. So, cheese and crackers, here we come. And then some instant breakfast with coffee. That should help. Here we are, end of the day. I'm gonna pick us out a campsite and look at that sign. 10 miles to Utah. That is awesome. We pulled into I'm not sure what the name of the trailhead is here. We pulled in and there's a gal here with the van. She's dropping some water. Gave us an orange. It was awesome. So now we just need to find us a campsite for the night. Last night on the trail. Wow, last night on the trail. It's crazy. Well, here we are, the first cowboy camping of the whole trip. You know what? I really have to do it because I am doing this trip in memory of Mom. And she was a cowboy camper. So, I got my little emergency blanket, my air mattress, you know, and it should be good. Honey Badger, she's got like fancy setup over there. Very fancy. Neighbors. Neighbors are always, you gotta keep up with the neighbors. I have to get me a piece of Tyvek now with grommet holes because it's too nice. Well, good morning. Oh, we had a good night. It was beautiful. Woke up in the middle of the night, watched the stars for a while. It was beautiful. Beautiful last night on the trail. And we get our beautiful last coffee. One deal. This is it. 10 miles. 10 miles to the terminus. And then we are, yeah, then we're done with the Arizona Trail. I think I remember last year, Mom and I saying, this is a happy, sad day. So there we go. Last morning. Look at that. Look at that sunrise. It's gonna be a beautiful day. Actually, it should get pretty warm by the time we get to the trailhead, unless it clouds up. But yeah, and Sherpa Babe's gonna be there to pick us up. So that'll be awesome. And Honey Badger just got to have her very first cowboy camp out. Oh man, look at that sunrise back there. It's a beautiful day. So appropriate to do this in her memory. So appropriate to do this as a memorial walk. For one thing, there were so many memories of Mom just all along the way because of our trip last year. Our meanwhile back at the camper trip. And also just the, you know, the adventure and the challenge. That's what Mom was all about. She passed that on to me. So my final thoughts about grieving on the trail. grieving on the trail has been just a way to spend real intentional time. You know, feeling the feelings, just those overwhelming feelings of pain and loss and those things in the beginning. I mean, it just gave you time to just sit with that, which I think was really good. And then for me, the grieving process has been kind of all about taking that pain and the memories, and somehow just those memories then just transform. They just sort of move into just really beautiful, just beautiful memories of a life well lived. And, you know, even when someone's gone, you still have a relationship with them, just the things that they've taught you, the things you know of them, and I guess just kind of establishing that newer relationship. Yeah, establishing that new relationship where they're not physical here, but their memory is just constantly with you, and accessible at any time, which is cool. It's not that I don't miss her physical and now-ness, you know, being able to be in time with her, but yeah. I don't think any of that is going to make sense to anyone. But the one thing that I can tell you is that a huge loss and grief, a long walk, is a really healing thing. It's just been really healing. I'm super thankful for that. Well, there it is. 2 miles. We're coming into the northern terminus. We're here. I'm here. I'm here at the end. I love you, Mom, and I miss you so much. And I know you'd be so proud of me. And I've had so many good memories just thinking about what an awesome mom you were. It's perfect. It's perfect. Yeah. So glad to be done. And I'm so glad to be here. And this is a time to celebrate. Party! Right? Yahoo! We made it to the end of the trail. trail. The aches and pains will fade away. You'll feel renewed and whole, and you'll never be the same again with Arizona in your soul. Arizona Trail, beautiful.